boy. Well, today's video was supposed to be something different. It was actually supposed to be an instructional video on how to set up hair transformation mods. Basically, if you're using a Saiyan character and you're going Super Saiyan, you would change your hairstyle to a different hairstyle. So say if you're using like a flat, hairstyle like Toa's hair, and you transform into something else. I actually even have a screenshot of that. Because I actually set this one up literally just yesterday with the help of a modder by the name of Buriku, I believe it is. He's made several different mods, but anyways, he helped me set up this mod where I basically took a hairstyle by Trizek, who's another modder, and anyways, I used the the Toa base hairstyle, and it transforms into the Mira Toa fusion hairstyle. That's basically what I was going to explain today, because trying to understand how to do this was a little difficult for me, and the tutorial that they had on the website wasn't really, like on the forum site, really wasn't enough for me to truly understand how to do this. And so thanks to the help of another modder, thanks to the help of two different modders, both Trizek and Buriku, who have actually literally helped me out with my own personal mods several times now. I'm really appreciative to both of them for helping me out so much over the last couple weeks now. But a lot of that's changed now. Like I said, this was going to be a video on how to make those kinds of mods. However, this is actually going to be a response video, I guess, to the new change that was made literally an hour or two ago. So if you don't know yet, there was an update for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which is a new anti-cheat tool. As you can see here on the Steam news page. Unfortunately, due to the fact that this, anti-cheat even exists because of how it works. It prevents you from actually playing the game entirely. I'm not against anti-cheat of any kind. I actually have no problem with the fact they have an anti-cheat and they wanted to add one. What I do have a problem with is the fact that I cannot play this game offline now. The way this anti-cheat works is it scans your game files, and if your game files do not match the base game files, then it kicks you from the game. It literally turns your game off. Now, I play this game strictly offline. I have put a lot of hours into this game, especially in the last month or so. I have put a lot of hours into this game. To give you an idea, though, I have only played 3 hours online. You see this record here that's kept. It's only it only keeps what I've played online. So if I have played offline, basically in the sense where I turn Steam to go offline, it doesn't keep record of how long I've played. This gives you an idea how uninteresting the game is on its own. Now, the reason why I considered it uninteresting on its own was actually for two reasons. Reason number one, I played Xenoverse 1. And I played Xenoverse 1 actually for the most part, without mods. Xenoverse 2 is basically Xenoverse 1. It's really no different. There's just it even has basically the same storyline with the same villains, and the first 100 parallel quests are literally ripped directly from Xenoverse 1. They didn't even make brand new parallel quests, starting parallel quests. They're all the same parallel quests from Xenoverse 1. Nothing's different. Same models, same hairstyles, same fighting styles, same skills. Everything's for the most part exactly identical to Xenoverse 1. With some slight changes here and there. It's not a new game. It's just a patch on the old game. So, that's obviously one reason right there. The second reason is, the reason why I bought Xenoverse 2 in the first place was I kept seeing really cool mods for it that made me think, oh man, this looks really cool. So I thought, hey, you know what? I'm just going to buy this game strictly for the mods. And that's what I did. Well, their latest actions are a direct attack on the modding community. They're a direct attack on the vast majority of their PC community. And as a result, I at this point, am going to start boycotting Bandai. I will not purchase anything with a Bandai label on it until this is rectified. Now, what I'm asking for is not unreasonable. I'm not saying they should get rid of their anti-cheat. Like I said, I'm very much for an anti-cheat. I think it's a great idea. It's just how the anti-cheat works is what I have a problem with. If it's going to scan the files, then what it should be doing is, instead of turning off your game, sets your game to offline mode. I don't even think it should ban you. I think that if it detects a change in the actual game files, like if it detects that you're using modified files, that it says, okay, your game has been detected, or your files have been altered, so we're automatically setting you to offline mode, which prevents you from playing with people online. Now, personally, I would prefer they didn't necessarily go to that route. That would be, I think, as far as they should ever go. The reason why I say that, I know some people might think, well, wait a minute, though. Are you suggesting people... No. What I'm trying to say is, I think that what it actually should be doing is, if it scans the files and detects that you're using altered files, that it gives you a different build of the game, I guess you could say. Like, it considers it a different build of the game or a different version of the game. And if other players don't have the identical files that you do, that it will not allow you to connect with those players. Or you can still technically be online as far as in the lobby area, and people could probably see you, but you won't be able to connect with any players that don't have identical files. So you'll just say, oh, you don't have identical files with this player, or maybe, I don't know. Just the idea is that it's where it won't allow you to connect to players directly unless they have identical files that you have. The reason why I say that is because there's certain quest mods, like like parallel quest mods that some people make that are more difficult. There's also an expert quest mod that makes the expert missions just ridiculously more difficult than they already are. And these are the kind of mods that I would want to play with other people that have the identical files that I do. However, that would be, in my case, best case scenario, with the worst case scenario being that if it scans my files and detects altered files, that it automatically sets my game to offline mode. And that would make it convenient for me anyways, because I play this game offline, and the way I basically do it, because I tried 2 different methods of turning this game offline without turning off Steam. I actually tried setting the launch options here in properties and launch options, and I tried actually putting in offline like that. That didn't do anything. That didn't actually turn it offline. I actually tried setting up a shortcut to the exe, the actual launch exe, and I tried putting in offline, like minus or hyphen offline at the end of the target. That didn't do anything. So the only way to play this game offline is to actually go up to Steam and just set it to go offline. That's literally how I play this game all the time. Like, anytime I ever turn on Xenoverse 2, that is how I play it. I immediately set it to offline mode, and then I jump in. I do not play this game online. I do have mods for this game. In fact, none of my mods are even cheat mods. My mods are hair-changing mods, or hair transformation mods, and either that, they're all just normal cosmetic mods, like new hairstyles. Or here, the biggest one that I really loved recently, which you can actually see in this screenshot in the background, is a mod that allows you to color every piece of clothing in the entire game, which is something that should already have been in the game. In fact, the hair transformation mods should have already been in the game. That's not something that we should have had to have made mods for. That should have been something that was already in the base game. Why that wasn't, I don't understand. So, other than that, that's it. I don't have any cheat mods. Yet I will be treated as a cheater, and I mean, actually, even if I was, I really wouldn't care. I mean, if they banned me from online, I really wouldn't care, because I have no intention of playing online anyways. So, if they just pure ban me from the online mode, but still let me play offline, I'd be completely fine with that. Which, evidently, according to the news here, actually, that's something that it will actually do. If you're insistent on constantly trying to join the game, and it keeps detecting that you're that you're doing this, that your files are altered, then it will ban you from the system, as it literally says here. Because yes, but users who insist on going around the anti-cheat will be banned from the system. I guess around the anti-cheat, and I'm not sure. As far as banned from the system, I'm not really sure what they mean by that. Based on the fact that this works offline too, tells me that they are trying to tell us how we are allowed to play the game even if we're offline. So this kind of makes me feel like what they're attempting to do is what this will basically do is it will just ban you from even playing the game entirely. The idea is that it won't even let you play the game that you had purchased. I feel like this is a major violation, something they should not be doing at all, because they have no right to tell me how to play offline. If I'm not harming anybody, which none of my mods would even harm anybody in the first place. They're hair transformation mods. They don't really change much stats. I do have Z-Soul mods that I made, which literally decrease my stats. I mean, literally, I can show you one right now. These are what my Z-Soul mods do, though. I'll show you. I do this as a form of difficulty because they didn't actually add a difficulty slider in the game. One of the things that I was kind of hoping to see was a slider where you're like for the parallel quests, like you know how each parallel quest has like a set amount of stars, like difficulty stars, to where instead of giving you those difficulty stars, it would let you instead of of it just being set difficulty stars, where you could actually set the difficulty stars yourself, and you could make like after you beat a parallel quest. Let's say if you beat Parallel Quest 2, that you could change it from a 2-star mission to a like 10-star mission or whatever. The idea is you can make, and by doing so, it would increase the intelligence of the AI, making them more aggressive, basically giving them the super strong AI, algorithm, I guess, and it would also give them more health, more damage, so on and so forth. Anyways, back to this. So this is a Super Soul that I use on one of my characters. I wanted this character to be at a particular strength, and so I felt like I didn't want this character to be too strong, at least not in their base form. So I reduced their normal attack damage and normal ki blast damage by 85%, as you can see here. This is negative 85. I also decreased their super attack damage and super ki blast damage by 50%, so they literally do half the damage that they normally would for ultimates and supers. And I increased the physical damage they received from all sources by 200%. So they take 3 times the damage they normally would. This is not a cheat mod. This is a difficulty mod. I actually have two other Z-Souls actually 4 or 5 other Z-Souls, actually, come to think of it, because I actually made one for my Majin character recently. This one right here, which kind of does something similar, but it just, it reduces by a little bit less, and, instead of taking 200% more damage, you only take 100%, so you take twice the damage instead of 3 times the damage. But they're not cheat mods, they're difficulty mods. So, but of course, right now I'm being treated as a cheater, and a lot of other modders who play offline are being treated as cheaters, and we're not being allowed to play the game. My recommendation for you right now, guys, is because there might be a workaround on this. One of the ways you could probably do it. Now, keep in mind, doing this, you would actually have to play offline for this to work. You could not play online at all. But one of the things you could do is you can go to a website called GameCopyWorld.com. Look up Xenoverse 2. They have trainers on there, but what you're going to be looking for is game fixes. Now, I don't know if this is going to work or not, and I haven't tried it out yet myself, because I feel like this whole situation, I can't imagine they're going to keep it like this. I feel like there's going to be an update. They're going to release an update to where it lets you at least play offline with your mods, because otherwise they're going to lose a lot of revenue. Because until they rectify this, I'm not buying anything with a Bandai label. I know a lot of other people aren't going to be buying anything with a Bandai label. This is going to do is going to piss off their entire modding community, and it's going to piss off like 90% of their PC community. So this is going to be a massive drop in revenue for this company if they don't rectify this soon. I mean, they're all probably already going to see a reduction of revenue just from taking this action in the first place. But if they don't rectify this, it's going to cause a major problem. They're going to lose a lot of money. So I haven't even tried to use the game fixes yet, which basically I think the game fix files come with a DLL, and they also come with the with a new exe or whatever. And what this basically does, it lets you play the game at a previous version. However, I'd also recommend, if you do decide to go this route, go to your in-game files and delete the easy anti-cheat folder, or just move it to a different location. If you just move this now, the game won't launch at all. It'll just simply say it can't detect the anti-cheat and refuse in the first place. So, at any rate, I'm hoping to release that instructional video on how to set up hair transformation skills. I know there's already tutorials for it. Like, there is a tutorial rather for it on the form site, but it was a little hard for me to follow. And thanks to Buriku and Trizek, they both helped me out a lot, and I just kind of wanted to give something back a little bit. And so, actually, Buriku was the one who helped me make the hair transformation mod. For my one of my characters, literally just yesterday, like 12 hours ago. So. I wanted to make something that would be a little easier for people to understand. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Tell me if you think that if they're going to change their decision on this, or what you intend to do. Maybe we can make a petition or something. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.